So, you want to import Mixamo animations into Source Filmmaker as a sequence for your model. In this video, I will show you how to do this. Firstly, allow me to show you the things that you'll need. They will be in the description, as well as on screen if you want to just type that out. Now, firstly, in Crowbar, you're going to need to find where your model is in the Source Filmmaker files, and then decompile it. I'm going to pull a little Peter on you here, and have decompiled a model earlier. Now, open Blender and go to the Edit tab in the top and check in the Preferences file, and then go to the Add-ons tab. Once in the Add-ons tab, click Install and then find the Source Blender Tools zip file. After that, make sure to have it checkmarked when you use the little eyeglass in the Add-on tab. If the tool has been installed correctly, under the little triangle icon with the bubble on it, on the bar on the bottom right, there should now be an option for Source Export, as well as in the File option, you should be able to import DMXs and other files from source-based code. Now, pressing Import and importing the type of file from source, you need to locate your model's QC file. Once the QC has loaded in, your model should also be loaded in. From there, all you need to do is export the file as an FBX, which we can then take into Mixamo. Depending on the size and the multiple different parts of your model, the importing process may take a long time. But it also may not fully work the first time you try it. Keep trying to import the file into Mixamo until it does work. Once the model is imported, it should go through the auto rigging tab. Simply just click OK and then find the animation you would like to create for your model. Important to note, to save on the size of the file, I recommend exporting it without skin. That way only the bones will be exported. Now, once it's done exporting, name it what you'd like, and then hop back into Blender. Once back in Blender, we simply need to import the FBX file from Mixamo, and then locate the same place where we have decompiled our model from Source Filmmaker. That way, when we export the model as a DMX, it will also create a proper folder for the animations to be created in, which is normally called anims. In the collection view in the top right, you should also open the skeleton and then click on the drop-down button beside the squiggly arrow and then rename the object that is in there. That way, the file will be named after whatever you change it to once you've exported it. Now, all that is left to do is click the Export button in the Source Export tab on the bottom right. But I would also suggest deleting the skeleton model that you have in the scene, and then importing the DMX from the location that you found it. Renaming the squiggly box again to the correct name so it doesn't call it a second version of the created animation, and exporting that to make sure 100% the animation has been exported correctly. Now, it's time to get that animation actually into Source Filmmaker. The process is quite simple. All you need to do is relocate the QC that we imported before into Blender, and using Notepad+, which is just a personal preference. You technically don't need to use it, but it makes everything a lot easier to understand. Once you've located the QC and opened it, you simply just need to scroll down to the very bottom of it and add the following on-screen bits of information. Obviously, having it be named what you have it named as. Otherwise, it won't work. And now we go back into Crowbar, and then compile the model using the Compile tab, which is right next to the Decompile tab. And, hopefully, if it has worked, and you refresh the model viewing tab, or close and reopen Source Filmmaker if you have a previous version of the model that you're just adding animations to rather than, like me, making a new version of it, it should now be able to be selectable as a sequence animation, and thus, there you go. It's that simple. If there is any struggles, please do let me know in the comments and I will try to help.